Hello and welcome to the channel. The indigenous people of Biafra hype are sent threats to Nigeria that the country will fall if their leader Nnamdi Kanu falls to Nigeria. Despite being released and acquitted by an appeal court last year, the federal government has still refused to release the secessionist leader. Details to follow. Subscribe, like, share, and comment. Thank you. Nigeria will fall if Kanu dies in detention, says HIPOB. The indigenous people of Biafra on Wednesday threatened that should its detained leader Nnamdi Kanu fall in the hands of Nigeria, then Nigeria honor leaders will fall in the hands of Biafra. In a statement by its spokesman, Imar Powerful, the pro-Biafra group said it was disappointed in the United Nations, European Union, African Union, and ECOWAS for keeping silent while its leader continued to be detained for almost 2 years by the federal government. The group accused the Supreme Court of bias in the handling of Kanu's case, saying the apex court was conspiring with the federal government, which wants our leader to die in detention given his ill health. It is also possible that the DSS has given him, Kanu, a slow-acting poison, which is why his health keeps deteriorating to eventually kill him. In what we consider a conspiracy to kill our leader, the Nigeria Supreme Court, the Constitutional Court refused to entertain an appeal from Kanu's lawyers over his deteriorating health. Instead, the Apex Court gave a weekend-long adjournment of 4 months in the case of an innocent man that appeal court justices have discharged and acquitted. In all these human rights and court abuses, there seems to be a conspiratory silence among international organizations and affiliate human rights organizations. As the health of our leader continues to deteriorate and the federal government refuses to obey lawful orders and the world maintains this criminal silence, IPOB will do all within our power to ensure that our leader does not die in detention. Freedom for Kanu is the freedom of the entire black race. Kanu is not a criminal. He is not a racist, nor has he been associated with Nigeria treasury looting, which Nigerian politicians are known for. We are telling the international community and African Union, in particular, not to blame HIPOB for whatever becomes the aftermath of Nigeria's continuous disobedience to both local and international laws in the case of Nnamdi Kanu now. We want the world to understand that HIPOB is peaceful, but understands our right of self-defense. The gentleness of a tiger should not be taken as cowardice. Those who make a peaceful revolution impossible make violent revolution inevitable. Our prayers are that the Nigerian government will do the needful on time, because if our leader falls in the hands of Nigeria, then Nigeria honor leaders will fall in the hands of Biafra, IPOB said. When one of our correspondents asked the Minister of Information and Culture, Lai Mohammed, for comments, he declined to speak on the issue. In related news, the member representing District 139 in the Texas House of Representatives, Jarvis Johnson, has urged the United States Congress to compel the federal government to immediately release the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, Nnamdi Kanu. Johnson made this known in a letter titled, Appeal for your urgent intervention in urging the government of Nigeria, GON, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, MNK, from his extraordinary retention on May 10, 2023. A copy of the letter was released to Vanguard by Kanu's special counsel, Aloy Ejimako, on Wednesday. The U.S. lawmaker narrated reasons why the U.S. Congress should intervene in Kanu's matter, ranging from the time the Nigerian Joint Security Agencies invaded his house in Abia State in 2017, where people were killed, to the time he was abducted in Kenya and brought to Nigeria in 2021. This is an appeal for your urgent intervention to urge the government of Nigeria, GON, to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, MNK, from his extraordinary retention dating back to June 27, 2021, Johnson said. Johnson, who had made similar calls to U.S. President Joe Biden and President Muhammadu Buhari in November 2022 and January 2023 respectively, said Kanu needs to get out of the custody of the Department of State Services (DSS), being a British citizen. The letter partly read, in 2012, the Indigenous People of Biafra IPOB entity was formed in the UK. Since then, MNK, a British citizen who resides in London with his wife and kids, has been its leader. IPOB has branches and chapters in the USA and North America, Europe, Africa, and Asia. IPOB owns and operates from the UK an internet radio known as Radio Biafra. Radio Biafra has for years remained the leading primary organ utilized to advocate for a referendum in Nigeria to resolve the inherent structural and other defects in the country of Nigeria and for freedom for the Igbos. MNK is the leading advocate of the struggle for self-determination. Subscribe, like, share, comment, and please turn the notification bell on. Thank you. MNK's persecution by the Nigerian government has increasingly intensified since 2015 when he visited Nigeria from London. First, a few days after his arrival on October 14, 2015, he was arrested in Lagos by agents of the GON. He was held in solitary confinement by the Department of State Security (DSS), the GON secret police. Ultimately, he was granted bail by the Nigerian courts. After his release, he resided primarily in his ancestral home in Abia State, Nigeria, with his parents, siblings, and other extended family members. On October 10, 2017 to October 14, 2017, the Nigerian military attacked and invaded his home. In the process, dozens of people were murdered. Many were wounded and maimed for life. Many others were captured alive and have now disappeared. Fortunately, MNK escaped the invasion and returned to his London residence to reunite with his nuclear family. On May 12, 2021, MNK traveled to Nairobi, Kenya as a British citizen and was legally admitted into Kenya. On June 19, 2021, MNK was abducted in Nairobi by agents of the GON. He disappeared in Nairobi and was tortured for 8 days. On June 27, 2021, he was extradited by GON to Nigeria. This fact has been admitted by the GON via its Minister of Justice and Attorney General, Mr. Abubakar Malami. It was also confirmed by the then Kenya High Commissioner to Nigeria, who shortly thereafter died under mysterious circumstances. MNK was extraordinarily renditioned has been judicially affirmed by the Nigerian courts and the United Nations Working Group on Arbitrary Detention. As a result of the persistent and consistent efforts of the Kanu family, the UK's Foreign Commonwealth and Development Office (FCDO) and its Foreign Affairs Committee (FARC) have engaged in insufficient efforts to secure his release from the GON's extraordinary rendition. That's the news, guys. Thanks for listening. Until next time, bye.